Lots happened this week, obviously. Tom Brady doing Tom Brady things. Me and Nicole both getting the L. So let's go and
Yeah.
recap it. Ladies first, Nicole, let's talk about the game that happened yesterday.
Oh, well, it was Monday night. It was a great night at the beginning of the night. Uh, Lots of hope.
Okay.
And then nothing really did happen. Nothing happened for a while.
Okay.
Uh, but the good thing is I learned about Lamar Jackson. He was amazing, I guess. And like I said, when I saw them against the Bucks, I said this last week about taking pointers and being like, we got to watch Likely and we got to watch this QB because he likes to run on his feet. And yeah, he did that. He did exactly that. He ran right through our defense. I don't know what happened with the hands and the gloves, but the defense, like, they were trying to tackle him and get him, and every single time he would just slip out and make a down happen. Uh, it's insane for how many rushing there was. They had 188 rushing yards compared to our 48.
Wow, that's quite the drastic change, eh?
Oh.
Yeah. We lost the game. It was 27-13. And it wasn't exciting at all. And I do apologize. Normally there's other things, we normally get something, but I don't know what to say. I'm kind of still, like I said, it's just happened yesterday. But I was even thinking during the game, we got to talk about Taysom Hill because I don't know about Andy Dalton, but we'll get into it later.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You know what? It's the one thing is like with Lamar Jackson, there's a lot to be said about him this season. He's definitely having, what he wants to be like his breakout complete season. Like he's already been an MVP.
Oh.
He's been on top for a long time, but it's everybody's like all the league has their eyes on them, right? Because the thing is with
Mhm.
Lamar Jackson, he's in his what we call a free agency year, where if they don't sign him, he could be going into free agency, right? So that's something definitely to watch. And he's trying to prove to all the teams of why he wants to get paid what he's asking for, right? I think, correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, but I believe he's turned down already 3 contracts from the Baltimore Ravens. I believe it's at
Something like
least
that.
3.
Something
It's
like
kind of
that.
brutal. And the thing is what, Nicole, I don't know how long you've been watching football for, but he's the modern day Michael Vick. He's just doing it a lot better. He's by far the best mobile quarterback in the league.
That was when I was young.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
uh, mhm.
yeah, so basically to give you the short of it is when Michael Vick was introduced into the league, like people weren't really familiar with it too much, where like they had that much of like a mobile quarterback, right? So the thing is when you see Lamar Jackson ball out and he's doing what Michael Vick did but better, it's insane to see, right? So I wouldn't take it too much to heart because they beat the Bucks, they beat the Saints, and they're
Yeah.
probably going to beat the Falcons later on too. So
Yeah.
take the L. It's totally fine. It's
I
totally
know,
fine.
but we had a chance, we had a chance.
Of
Came short.
course, you know what? You always have a chance. It's the game's not over until it's over, and we've seen it many times before where a team is on top and they go undefeated, and all of a sudden, boom, just they lose to that
Bye-bye.
team. Yeah, exactly. It happens more often than not. But Mr. Fulber, Tom Brady back. What's going on? Tell us about the game.
We won with 9 seconds to go. With a K. Dotton touchdown. They call him Baby Gronk. I don't mind it, but let's give him a little bit.
I think.
Yeah, let's just like settle our P's and Q's here. Like Gronk is a very specific name. I don't need to be like teasing that before Seattle. I swear to God, if he comes back for Seattle, I'm gonna like have a hissy fit.
What's the rumor with that?
I just my whole thing was the whole post that he did for retirement or whatever was he said something about I'll see you all later. I'm off right now and I'm refreshed. We're good. I lost. Oh yeah. So like there's something about his post that said like I'll see you all later, and it's just like except it felt all cryptic where I was like, nah, he's coming back for the Seattle game. That's what like it's in Germany, and we need the offensive line help, and he always has helped. He was really good for Donovan Smith as our left tackle. Just kind of giving him a little bit more of a breather, that extra little chip to the defenders and making him look like he was a 14, 15, $16 million left tackle, which he's not. But I don't think he's coming back. But in all honesty, I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we beat the Rams. It's always good to beat the Rams.
Yeah.
He always throws me off with that.
My bad.
No, you're good because I read them too. And Sid making those comments, little bugger. The Bucks still looked bad. Like, I don't understand if it is a combination of, say, the play calling, or if it is
Mike Evans, just to kind of tune in with that, because I watched a little bit of the game because obviously, you know, us being in first place, I wanted to see how the Bucks were going to do and everything. And you know what? Like, I'm starting to notice that Mike Evans has been dropping those very catchable balls.
Yep. Still got the 7-8 targets, got 5 catches, and he's obviously the holiday hamstring has come in. Like, everyone in Tampa Bay knows that his hamstring is going to start popping off around, not to say it like that, but, you know, it's going to start going off and getting injured and, you know, hurting and stuff like that. It happens. This is Mike Evans' career. He still did respectively okay. He draws the attention away from Godwin, which is allowing Godwin to have such a good game, which is what that offense does so well. When there is a little bit of, say, press where they can let Evans be the number one wide receiver and they can let Godwin kind of do his in and outs and do the mesh plays and stuff like that.
Running and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, those are what make this offense go. But the third part of it is also Tom Brady. There is something there in regards to him trying to put the passes in. It's almost as if it's his offense or it's Byron Leftwich's play calling.
I think it's a combination of both, personally.
Yep. They're off on that. And it's not going to get any better. I haven't seen it get better. Like, how the hell we won that game is beyond me. It doesn't make any sense how the Rams offense is worse, or just that team in general is worse than the Buccaneers right now.
They're falling apart though, Foobs. They really are. Like, honestly, like, looking at the Rams, even like from the beginning of the season, you know, I nothing to attest to the Falcons because they still lost that game. But regardless, when you go and I got no shots to the Falcons, but when you lose, like when the Falcons only lose by 3 points to the Los Angeles Rams, that to me it sets a little bit of tone, especially when they were the Super Bowl champs. You know what I mean? Like, that's they should be blowing them out. Like, to be quite honest with you, especially for us, like that we were supposed to be going into a rebuild and everything. So it's the Bucks definitely won that game. It wasn't the best game, but at the very end for sure, like you guys came on top, and that's awesome. I'm happy for that. But there's just something going on with the Rams, and I don't really know what it is. It's I feel like there's a chemistry issue, and you know, maybe it is that curse of like winning a Super Bowl. You know, you're not going to go back to backs. Like, every team tries to, obviously, right? But it doesn't happen that often.
So but we got our revenge game. That's the thing, is because they took us out and they won their Super Bowl. This still felt good to get the revenge game and know that we're probably not going to play them in the playoffs if we end up limping there. So
do we play them often as a div, you think?
It kind of varies, and Andrew, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially, so how it works is we each play each other 2 times. Like, the Falcons play the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Saints 2 times. That's non-negotiable. And then from there, I feel it rotates, if I'm correct. I think we play at least one division altogether, where it rotates, which I think for this year, it's the Bengals division. I don't remember for the hell of me. It's the Bengals, Browns, Steelers and Ravens. We all rotate that one. And then the remainder of the games are random, I believe.
There's 2 to 4, if I'm not mistaken, because I'd have to make sure. Someone who's really good at like this kind of stuff, like knowing these in and outs, from what I've been told, is like Kate, Sid as well, and Alex. Like all 3 of them would probably be able to be like bomb. But like, so shout out to all 3 of you. But there is random games in there. But it has to depend on certain like requirements,
like placement, right? Isn't it placement too? Like where you finished in the last year?
Yeah. Like, for example, I know that they would have liked to have had the Bucks versus Patriots in the first season of Tampa Bay, or of Brady being in Tampa Bay, but because the scheduling wouldn't work and stuff like that, the schedulers, apparently there is people who do that for a living, could not make it work. So
fair. Well, I guess that's something we'll have to figure out. So yeah, the Falcons game was really interesting from start to finish. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of had I wanted us to win. I thought we could have easily. I went into the game with hopes that we could have, and honestly, it was looking pretty good. So to kind of give you the cliff notes, CP definitely balled out, and it's good to see him get back and start scoring some touchdowns. Definitely, it's good to have our best weapon back. So that was a nice little plus, but. So the ending of the game is basically the whole telling of the game, to be honest. So Cam Dicker ended up there was a fumble towards no, it was actually Austin Eckler. My apologies. Austin Eckler actually fumbled the ball, and Taquan Graham from our team ended up recovering it. So he's running down the field, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's a tied game. It's 17-17. I think we might be able to come back. Like, this is crazy. Like, they were for sure going to get the field goal. He drops the ball. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. That would have been our game. That would have been the win, but you drop the ball. So honestly, I'm not going to be sour about it. It wasn't a game that was super graceful. Mariota again was showing that he can't throw the ball. Like, he has the strength, but he doesn't have the accuracy. So you may as well call him another Baker Mayfield, to be quite honest with you. But it was really sad to watch. They capitalized on it. They recovered after they fumbled, so good on the Chargers. Field goal came on, and then it was a 2017 victory for the Chargers, so that's a good win. Tough loss on our part, but honestly, we have nobody to blame for ourselves. So,
yeah. Good defensive stand, though. I'll give you that. You guys did pretty damn good on defense.
It's getting better. There's definitely some things that we need to work out. We are last in the division for allowing passing yards, so that's something to be said. Especially when they're saying that we have one of the best rated cornerbacks in the league, but AJ Terrell is not showing it this season. So, yeah, I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do, but I'm hoping that Rashad Fenton, when he comes in, I know he played last game a little bit, but as he kind of starts to gel, hopefully he takes away from those sidelines. I do know that we have a depleted cornerback, roster right now. So I'm hoping that kind of changes and hopefully we get healthy. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. So
thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.